Hey fam, I just wanted to talk about my COVID experience, um, how it started, during, and ending. So when my husband said he thought that I had COVID, I was probably 4 days in, 5 days in, and I didn't think I had COVID. So it started off with one of my sons came home um, the Friday before spring break. And he just said, Mommy, I don't feel well. No runny nose, no fever. He just said, I'm tired. And he laid down and took a nap for a while. And then he got up and he was running around. He was fine. And then the next day he did the same thing. No fever, no coughing, no anything like that. So we didn't think nothing of it. But now we realize it was more than what it was showing. So it was about 2 days he felt like that, and then he was fine. And I was with him. The other siblings went with him because he was on virtual school, because on that Friday they had virtual school. And that Friday night, I started feeling like my tummy was hurting, my under area was hurting. I was like, I don't get things like that. What the heck's going on? So the next morning, it felt a little worse. I had no fever, no coughing, no body ache, no nothing. So we called the doctor and told him what I was experiencing. And they said, well, you look like you're having some tummy issues. Not tummy issues, but under area issues. Let me send you some antibiotics. I was like, all right. So we went and got the antibiotics. So we went on our vacation, and I was feeling like a wave. I don't even know how to explain it, but I would feel like I was nauseous and feeling kind of sick. And then I would be fine. And then it would happen again. And then I would be fine. But I still didn't have no fever, no coughing, no body chills or anything like that. I just felt really tired. I just thought I caught what my son had, which might have been like a little bug. So we went and saw family, then we went on our vacation, which was really fun. So we did hiking, we went to play basketball, we did a lot of things. And I was fine. I would just feel those waves. And then the last day of the antibiotics, I took the last antibiotics and I was good. We went to the pool, had fun, and then came back to the room and everything changed. It was really weird. I just started feeling to the pool. I was in a jacuzzi a lot, and then I jumped in the pool when it was time to leave. And I went back in the jacuzzi. I really like jacuzzis. Let me stop. But we went back to the room, so I had already took my last antibiotic, and all of a sudden, it felt like something jumped on me, and I was so tired, like I was swimming in the pool for hours, and all I wanted to do was lay down. And when I laid down and I was laying down and my husband came and touched me and he said, why are you burning up hot? I said, I don't know. And then he said, I need to check your temperature. He checked my temperature and it was over 100. And I was like, this is weird. And then I started feeling body aches. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I've never had the flu before. What is going on? My husband felt like it was something, but he never said anything to me. So him working in the medical field and seeing COVID happen to many patients and all types of stuff, he said he felt that it might have been COVID. And I was like, he didn't say that to me, but I was like, just give me some Advil or something to drop the temperature and I'll be fine. So he gave me Advil. I took the Advil. The temperature dropped, but I still felt fatigue. I still felt tired. And all of a sudden, I started coughing. This was the second day. I started coughing. And I just felt like somebody was just on my back, dragging me. I've never felt that tired in my life. Body aches were crazy. And then I started coughing out of nowhere. So that was day 2 of after showing the signs. So we don't know how long I've had it. I probably had it that Friday from my son and started showing symptoms Friday probably from my son. And I was just, I felt like I couldn't get up. After I started coughing, the coughing started to get more and more intense. And then for some reason, when I started breathing, I was trying to breathe, my ribs started hurting. Like every time I would inhale and exhale, my ribs felt like I was in a boxing ring and they just punched up my ribs. Like they were in really bad pain. And then my breathing started to change. And my husband was like, something's not right. Something's not right. I was like, I'm good, babe. I'm good. And I'm trying to get up, trying to move. And he's just looking at me like, something isn't right. And for like 2 days, I was like in the bed, stepping out the bed. We didn't really go anywhere. I was really sick for 2 straight days. I was in the bed for like 2 straight days. Then the 3rd day, I started to feel better. And the coughing was still there. And my ribs were still hurting. And my husband said, you know what, do the breathing test. And had me hold my breath and do those different things. But I couldn't hold it as long as I needed to hold it. And he was like, I think you got COVID. I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, I think you do. Then the kids started getting fevers. It's like it went one by one by one. So then we finished our vacation, came home. I was still coughing, still going through the waves of body aches and feeling tired, but it felt like I was coming out of whatever that was. Went and took my test, and I went to take the test, and all of a sudden I really started coughing up mucus and stuff. And it didn't even take long. They told me I was positive with COVID. And I was like, what? You know? So I was like, what? How in the heck did I get COVID? Now, I did everything right. Sanitize, mask, everything. How in the heck did I get COVID? And my oldest son is fine. Literally, all he had was, I'm just tired. Took a nap, woke up, fine. I'm tired. Took a nap, woke up, fine. Like they say, kids, it doesn't affect kids like it affects adults. So for me, I work out every day, I take my vitamins, and COVID took me it was like a boxing match, and I had to fight this thing. And they would tell me, just go ahead. It's like a voice was telling you, go ahead and rest, go ahead and rest. I said, oh heck no, I'm gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna lay on my stomach so I can make sure I can breathe. It was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. That's all I can say. Don't play with that thing. Don't. So like I said, COVID is nothing to play with. Do not play with this. I am a healthy individual, and I had to fight the way I had to fight. And I was telling my husband, he kind of agreed with me, that it felt like something was talking to you, telling you, just go ahead and rest, lay down, you'll be fine. And you just knew that that wasn't right. That wasn't the thing that your body needed to recover. And the people that had underlying issues, I can see why that they had to go to the hospital and those things like that, because it tried to find the weakest link in my body to affect me. And all I can say is, do not play with this. I did everything right. I had my sanitizer, my mask. I made sure my kids sanitized when they got home. My husband did, and it still found a way in. Do not play with this. This is real.